Well, good morning, everyone. How are ya? And once again, welcome to another live this morning. And good to have you on with us. Those of you who can tune in live, we always appreciate it. And as you get your notifications, there's Brahim. He does something, him and Mike from Norland. What do they do to get at the top of the hit parade? I have no idea. Janice, right up at the top, how are you? Eric, bonjour. And Sue, how are you? Good to have you on here. Rita from Wasaga. Nativity, good morning. Nick from our staff. And Andrea, Niagara Falls. Wendy from Markham. Fran from Orangeville. Nellie, good morning. And Rosalinda from the Kidneys. Niagara Falls. Leela, Werner. Marl, Ottawa, good morning. David, how are you from Ridgeway? Donna, Newfoundland. Kevin, Oshawa, good morning. And there's our buddy, Dr. Troy Bennett from Newfoundland. And I think that was Georgie, but I'm not sure. Donna, 2 Donnas in a row. And Suzanne, good morning to ya. Beverly, good morning. And Catherine, Parksville, British Columbia. Kathy, Port Perry. Sherry, I want to sing. And Barbara, Kansas. Frida, good morning. And Herma, how are you? Karen, good morning. And Clinton from Wyoming, how is you? Francis from Vaughan, I think. And there's Sherry. Maureen, good morning. Linda. Some of them guys go up into those books there. I can't see them anymore. Carol, Beverly, and Darlene, a few more. South Carolina. Maureen, good morning. And yeah, I can't see it. Veronica. Guys, honestly, when I can't see it, I don't know what to tell you. Yvonne, Petawawa, good morning. And Gary. And Mara. And Diane LaSalle, how are you? Thanks for coming on. There's Keith. Good morning to you. Johanna from the Netherlands. Good morning. And Manitoulin, who was that? Sue? And I'm going to say IT, Betty. Yeah, thanks for asking about my daughter and my youngest daughter in a serious car accident. But you know what? She's improving. We're very much thrilled by that. Believe me when I tell you that. Thanks for your concern, guys. We appreciate it. It really, it's a shocker, you know. You get that phone call. Anyway, yep, we're very thankful she's improving, and going to be a long road, but she's improving. We're happy about that. Thanks for asking, and you guys have no idea. You know, family is everything, right? And I got my tight-knit family, and yeah, and you guys. Thanks for being part of our family here at the Martin Clinic and the Doctors in podcast and live on Facebook. Okay, now let's get to a few stories here this morning. I don't know how many we'll get to. I've got 5 headlines. So we could call this Headline Tuesday. But I don't know how much. It may be Headline Wednesday and Thursday too. Before we get back to Question and Answer Friday. I'm not sure. It depends on how much pontificating I do, okay? Now, here's one, okay? This was a headline. Children as young as 15 years old should be on statin drugs, say some top health experts. Let me read that to you again. Children as young as 15 should be on statin drugs, according to top heart health experts. Now, guys, you know me. I just got a migraine reading that. I didn't even have to look into it, which I did earlier. But I got a migraine. Okay? And we here at the Doctors Inn, we have coined, okay, CDS, cholesterol derangement syndrome. Okay? You know what I mean? We coined that. You remember that? A couple of weeks ago. We called it the cholesterol derangement syndrome. And this is part of it. Top heart health experts suggest statin drugs at 15 years old. Now, guys, statin drugs have been around for a long time. It's not like they've just been invented. They've been around since the 1980s. And where's the bang for the buck? What kind of dent have we made in heart disease? Nothing. Not 1 ounce. Well, as a matter of fact, heart disease is worse than ever. Because they're blaming cholesterol for heart disease. They blame cholesterol. It's cholesterol derangement syndrome. That's what it is, guys. I can't couch it any more than that. That's what it is. It's a derangement syndrome. And really, if you went on the basis of success, statin drugs would have been fired a long time ago. If it came to, well, you know what? Yeah, there's side effects, but they really work. No, they don't even work. And yes, there's a lot of side effects, but they don't even work. If they worked, they don't work. They don't make you live longer. They don't prevent heart disease. And yet, I'll tell you, if you want to know how the world runs, you look at this headline and you go, yep. And you know, people that don't know any better, every day, and I tell you guys this all the time, but 7 days a week I get asked questions, and several times a day usually, about cholesterol. Doc, what can I do to lower my cholesterol? And I want you to ask questions, and I don't blame people. I really don't, because there's so much emphasis. Okay? There's so much emphasis on cholesterol being at the root of heart disease. That's in the mainstream media. It's in mainstream medicine. It's in big time pharma. And it's in big food. It's in social media. It's everywhere. Let's lower cholesterol. Okay? So I don't blame people. And they go to their physician and the doctor says, if you don't lower your cholesterol, you're going to have a heart attack. And as a lay person, you're under enormous pressure. They put pressure on you because at the medical school level, they've been taught that the boogeyman is cholesterol. You think that's easy to undo? Now, there's been a lot of pushback by cardiologists, not, a small percentage of them. There's been a lot of pushback. And I've been pushing back on cholesterol for years and years. Well, I did it in private practice, but I also did it publicly when I had my syndicated radio show. I pushed back on cholesterol. I've been consistent. I said, nah, that's not the problem. It's not the problem. You're not looking at the right problem. Okay? So, children as young as 15, and why are they saying this, by the way? Because what they're doing is they're seeing that even young people they've already started with atherosclerosis, hardening of the arteries, even at a young age. Like, I mean, are you kidding me? No, but that's what's happening. So they blame cholesterol. Well, you're getting hardening of the arteries. It must be because of cholesterol. Let's lower it. No talk of diet, right? No talk of exercise. Do you think the pharmaceutical companies are not pushing this? The trillion-dollar industry? Do you think they're not pushing? They don't want a solution. They want a medication. And in our audience, we know better. We know better. Yes, cholesterol is involved, but it's because it's too low, not too high. And you and I, we emphasize metabolic syndrome and heart disease. Well, I'm going to give you another study. Let's bring this in. High blood pressure. Imagine kids having high blood pressure. It's happening. It's happening. High blood pressure. But listen to the studies. Okay? Insulin resistance. Here's this study. Insulin resistance worsens your blood pressure. Insulin. What is insulin? It's a hormone. Your pancreas secretes it. When does it secrete it? When you eat. So here's a whole industry and they're not talking about food. They're talking about medication. What's food got to do with heart disease? Almost everything. Almost everything. Insulin resistance is at the root on this study of high blood pressure, but it's also at the root of atherosclerosis. One of the things that hardens your arteries almost more than anything, you know the Teflon layer of your blood vessels? They're called your endothelial, okay? Endothelial layer of your blood vessels. It's the Teflon layer of your blood vessels. It should be very slippery and not sticky. Okay? Why do you think I like butter? Makes your blood vessels slippery. Why do you think I love omega-3, especially the DHA? Makes your blood vessels what? Slippery. Slip sliding away. Wasn't that a song? Slippery. You want slippery blood vessels. You want that Teflon layer of your blood vessels to be slippery. One of the things that really starts to damage that endothelial layer, that Teflon layer, is a thing we call glycation. It hardens. It takes away the blood vessels' slipperiness. It's called glycation. It's sugar that damages the endothelial layer. Sugar does. We know what sugar does in the bloodstream. It elevates your blood sugar. That's why insulin must come in and get it out of there. Hey, you, come with me. You can't park there. You're in a no parking zone. But sugar left unattended, we know this for a fact, will start to glycate blood vessels. It will take away the slipperiness. It hardens the blood vessels. That is a big factor in atherosclerosis. Food and things that turn to sugar rapidly in your bloodstream. Bread, pasta, rice, cereals. How can I get away, Dr. Martin? I'm taking oatmeal to get to lower my cholesterol. Are you telling me? Yeah, I'm telling you. Have bacon and eggs instead. You want to lubricate your blood vessels and make those eggs in lots of butter. And leave the toast behind. I had patients who told me I can't eat eggs without my toast. I need to dip, Doc. You know what I mean, Doc? I need to dip. I said, well, pretend you're dipping. You don't need the toast. Have bacon and eggs. You want to lubricate your blood vessels? Have sausage and eggs. And leave the bread behind. What am I going to dip with? They used to tell me. Pretend. Pretend. Okay. Children as young as 15 should be on statin drugs. The medication of our society. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me that they don't look at food. They don't look at exercise. Here's one on exercise, on high blood pressure. Physical inactivity is one of the biggest factors. This is all on the high blood pressure research. Physical inactivity. You know what it does, physical inactivity? It elevates your insulin resistance. It comes back to the combination of food and exercise. You know me and vitamin E. The real vitamin E. Exercise. Every little bit helps. Move. We got these kids and they're on their Xboxes and they're in front of a screen all day long. I'll tell you, when I was a little kid, my mother had kicked me outside. Well, we were 11 kids. What do you think? Like, we got the boot and the bum and get out and play and we'll see you at supper time. You know, like, I mean, I know, I'm not trying to go back to the 1950s, okay? But there were some good things there. We moved. We moved. There was no sit in front of a screen. Ooh. Anyway. Cholesterol derangement syndrome. I like that. I do. Okay? I really do. It's a derangement syndrome. And look, it's so ingrained in medicine. It's so ingrained. It's like candy. Here's a statin. Just in case. I don't know how many cardiologists over the years told me, well, it's part of our cocktail. You just have to take it. Does it work? Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. So what happens, you get into your physician, and God bless them, and they want you on a statin drug because they've been trained like that. They've been trained like that. And they don't realize that statin drugs come with a cascade of side effects. A cascade of them. Major side effects on statin drugs. And if they only worked, okay, if they worked, we can maybe live with the side effects. What it does, half of the people that take a statin drug, especially women, they become diabetics. It kills CoQ10. There isn't a doctor in the universe that would disagree with what I just said. It absolutely kills CoQ10. What's CoQ10? Your mitochondria, your battery packs, they don't work properly without CoQ10. How do you eat CoQ10? With the very same thing they tell you when you have heart disease, don't eat. Be careful of red meat. Don't eat too much meat because you're going to get cholesterol. See? It's cholesterol they're worried about. And they should be worried about CoQ10 because CoQ10, ubiquinol, okay, CoQ10, yeah, your battery packs in your brain don't work properly. Why do you think a lot of people have cognitive issues with statin drugs? It's so common. And it you know where okay. Two places where you have the most battery packs, okay? I set off the balloons by doing this. I don't know why. Okay? Now listen. Two places where you have the most battery packs, mitochondria. Brain and heart. I get a headache. They give you something, a medication that destroys your CoQ10, which in turn destroys your mitochondria. My teeth are clenching. It destroys those battery packs in your brain. And where do you have them second most? Heart. So, you know, and they even, if you watch American TV, you'll get advertisements for CoQ10. You'll have doctors, even cardiologists saying, my favorite CoQ10 is this one. Okay? And they don't tell you, but if you want to get CoQ10 in food, you got to eat from the animal kingdom. CoQ10 isn't found in the plant kingdom. They don't tell you that because a lot of them want to put you on a plant-based diet once you've had a heart attack. I tell you. Oh, be careful of cholesterol. Cholesterol is only found when you eat it in the animal kingdom. Cholesterol is not found in the plant kingdom. You learn that in Nutrition 101. But if cholesterol is the boogeyman, what are you thinking? Right? Even my gurus, not all of them, but a lot of them that I got taught 2,000 hours of nutrition in the 70s. They were starting to hammer cholesterol. Even the guru dietitians and PhDs in nutrition. And I'm thinking, boy, I'm in trouble because all we eat at our house is steak. Like, we live on it. My dad says, well, son, I'm a diabetic. I got to live on steak. Okay. I always liked steak. So, yeah, steak and butter and cheese. My dad had it right. Eggs, lots of eggs. My dad had 3 or 4 eggs every morning. Even before he started his day. He was the diabetic, he knew. No toast. In the 60s, he knew. Oh. Well, I didn't get to the other ones. I didn't. I could. Nah, I think I'll keep a few here. Okay? The cholesterol derangement syndrome. My word. Put young people as young as 15 years old, they want to put them on medication. I got to tell you guys, I am totally 100% against that. For there shouldn't be a 15-year-old on the planet on statin drugs. Not one. Anyway. Okay. Are you having fun yet? Guys, thanks for coming on with us. We appreciate it. We've got a great week coming. Lots of interesting studies. I'm looking at my notes. And question and answer Friday. Get your questions in. People are asking questions every day. Make sure they get to us. If you're not sure, you ask a question on the private Facebook group. Make sure you put it in an email if you could. We'd appreciate that because sometimes we miss. You're asking a question, even on this program. You ask a question afterwards, and they're good questions. If you could put it in an email, info@martinclinic.com, I guarantee it's going to come up for us on Fridays. If you ask it now, not necessarily going to be answered. I want you to ask the questions, though. You guys know that. I'm all about questions. All about questions. I want you to question. Question everything. Okay? Question everything. Question everyone, including me. Okay. We love you guys. We'll talk to you soon.